Hello, and welcome to the second example of our interviews with prison performing arts alumni actors. And today we welcome Eric Satterfield. Hello, Eric.
Hi, Chris. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing really well.
Good, good. Well, thank you for joining us today and letting us hear a little bit about your experience with prison performing arts. Um, I I'll begin by asking, how long did you participate in PPA?
I joined in 2012 at Bowling Green, and I did it for about 4 years before I eventually transferred to a different facility that didn't have the program. And then I joined the alumni company last fall.
Last fall, so it's been almost a year. Excellent. What was your favorite memory or experience while working with PPA at Bowling Green?
So it was when we did Hamlet. I remember at first I was like not in favor of doing Shakespeare because I didn't think the inmate population would get it, like they wouldn't understand the language or they wouldn't connect with the storyline. And but we chose to do it, and I was cast as Claudius, which of course is the villain of the play. And I remember during one of the performances, when the inmate audience was there, I could kind of sense that they were into it. That, you can kind of feel a vibe of an audience, and they seemed to really be getting it. And I remember when Hamlet went to stab me, and I fell to the ground, and somebody in the audience yelled, "That's right, get his ass!" And people began to clap, and they began to cheer. And I thought, okay, not only did they get the storyline, I've obviously done a good job of making them hate me because they're cheering my death. So it was then that I realized that despite the language, they could connect with the plot.
Oh, that's wonderful. There's nothing better during a Shakespeare play when the audience gets lively and vocal.
Right, right. And that's especially true with an inmate audience, I think.
Oh, I agree with you. I feel the same way with every audience, especially young audiences as well. It means that they're fully engaged and paying attention. And I guess you noticed how much fun it is to play the villain.
Oh, yeah, I've done it a couple of times. So
What other villains have you played?
I played Lady Macbeth.
That's right.
Yeah, I think that was probably the only other time.
Yeah. And how was that playing Lady Macbeth for you?
I don't remember it super well because I don't know if you remember, I was supposed to be transferring, so I didn't get that role until about 2 weeks before the
Right.
production because I was kind of staying as an understudy, and the other gentleman went to the hole. So I had a lot of lines to learn in a short amount of time. But I enjoyed it. I mean, it was a fun character. Um, Even though I don't remember it quite as well as I do Claudius because I spent more time in his shoes, I definitely remember feeling like maybe she was a little more, um, maybe a little more evil, definitely a little more with
We're losing your
her.
video just a little bit.
Do well. I really enjoyed that. So,
Eric, we were losing your video
okay.
a little
Is that
bit.
better now? Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not sure what's
yeah,
causing it, but
yeah. What was it that you said about Lady Macbeth?
I feel like I didn't spend as much time in her shoes, but I did feel that she was different than Claudius in the sense that maybe she was a little more direct in her wickedness,
Yes,
straightforward with it. So it was kind of a fun role to play.
more self-realized as a villain.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, that was the first production that I directed at Bowling Green, and it was very enjoyable. It was really fun. Um, Well, what does life look like now for you? Are your family, your job, your hobbies, things that make your life full, as well as working with PPA? We're so glad that you're a member of the company now.
Okay.
But what else keeps you busy?
Sure. I've been out of prison for 2 years. Next month will be 2 years. And I originally came to St. Louis not because I'm from here, because I don't know anybody here really before I got here, but I was accepted to a program that provided housing for me initially.
Huh?
And after I finished that program, I decided to stay here and make it my home. I work at a factory, which really isn't my favorite job I've had, but it's good right now. It pays the bills and provides the insurance, and it meets my needs at this point. But in my free time, I enjoy. I really like going out with my friends when we're not under quarantine, whether that's going to the improv shop or local art gallery or just going out to eat. I also like to write in my free time, and I dabble at the piano a little bit and do some graphic arts. My family, man, they're wonderful. They live in Springfield, Missouri, but I have a good mom and a good dad who are both still alive and very supportive. I have two wonderful children. My son will be 21 in another month or so, and my daughter is 23, and she gave me my first granddaughter, who's 14 years
Oh,
old now, and is one of the greatest joys of my life. So,
oh, that's fantastic. Well, I should mention too that you've written some wonderful things for the alumni company for our show Kept Away.
oh, thank you.
So that's a great addition, and was glad to find that out about you. Well, what has the COVID-19 pandemic? How's that impacted you? What's been the hardest part for
I
you?
definitely think that I probably haven't been impacted as much as some people. I don't know anybody who's had it. I've been able to continue working. I mean, probably the only real negative for me is just not being able to go out and do the things I want to do for fun, which is pretty minuscule when you look at the whole scope of things.
Yeah.
But I've tried to make the best of it in the sense that even though I can't see my family and friends as often as I want to, I've been a little more deliberate with reaching out on the phone or even video chats like this. Um, I've also been more productive with some things. I've actually designed like 45 T-shirts during the quarantine, which I'm selling on different platforms online.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
I found a new writing partner. I've known her for quite a while, and she wrote and I wrote. But this is the first time we've written together. And in the last 5 to 6 weeks, we've got 15 chapters done on a novel that we're working on. So
Oh,
I've
that's
actually
exciting.
kind of thrived during this quarantine more than maybe some people. But
It's lovely to have some time.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
What's the name of the novel?
Um, right now, we're loosely calling it "What Things May Fall," but that name may change as we finish. So,
Well, we'll keep an eye out for it.
yeah.
Well, just to finish up, what would you like to tell our PPA community about the impact of PPA for those who are incarcerated and as a returning citizen, as a member of the alumni company?
Um, I don't know that I can even describe how tremendous the value is for a program like this. When I joined PPA, I'd already been incarcerated for 8 years at a level 5 institution where there was no theater, there was very little opportunity to participate in the arts at all. I mean, maybe drawing a picture in your cell, and that was about it. So when I got to Bowling Green and they had a theater program, I was pretty excited because I had done theater with my church and even in high school. So it was really therapeutic for me. It just kind of gave me an outlet where while I was in prison, those couple hours every week, I wasn't in prison. My mind was away from my normal routine. And I've seen it impact people in so many ways. I've seen it build self-esteem. I've seen it give people incentive to behave better. The last thing you want to do is, go to the hole when you're part of a play that's supposed to, be on next week. So I've seen people behavior change. But I think the biggest thing I've seen is kind of has to do with acceptance because of the fact that, in PPA, it's a very diverse group that often becomes involved. I mean, from whites to blacks to Muslims to Christians to gays to straight people. And, even just the cliques on the yard, there's people who may work together in PPA that wouldn't even speak to each other in the housing unit or on the prison rec yard. And so all of a sudden they come to PPA and not only are they communicating, but they're working towards a common goal. And I think that's a really important skill, being able to work with people that you may not agree with, and it even transfers out here, being able to accept people that may be from a different background. So I think that's a really important thing and probably the most beneficial for me.
That's wonderful to hear, Eric. Thank you. Thank you so much. And um, that's about all the time that we have for today. And I want to thank you so much for your words and your thoughts and for allowing us to get to know you a little better. And looking forward to the alumni company starting up.
Me too. For sure.
Yeah, and I'll keep you posted about that.
Okay.
But good luck with those T-shirts. We'll have to get you to design one for PPA.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be
Cool.
great. All right.
All right. Thank you, Eric.
All right. Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in and getting to know Eric Satterfield. And we'll be back soon and introduce you to another member of our alumni company. Have a great day.